day to everyone joining us from around the world, whether it's just waking up midway to your trading session or winding down through the night. Welcome. So on behalf of the entire WeMasterTrade team, we are truly pleased to have you here with us for this global live stream session. So my name is Aidan and I'll be guiding you through this exciting 2-hour journey as your host. And just to make it clear, today's live stream, it's not just a presentation, but it's a conversation and it's dwindled into the engine room of one of the most fast-growing and forward-thinking trading forums in the industry. And of course, I am not here alone. I am joined by two remarkable guests who have helped shape what WeMasterTrade represent today, skilled traders, mentors, and role models within our community. So first, let me introduce the ever-composed, always insightful Honest. So welcome, Honest.
Thank you so much.
And trying to save.
Thank you for spending your time with us. I'm truly looking forward to today's session. There's so much to cover, not just about trading strategy or rule, but about the ecosystem that WeMasterTrade offer. How you start to how you grow, how you earn. This is the kind of platform that doesn't just fund trade, it builds trade.
Absolutely, and next to him is someone who brings sharp analysis and clarity to every shot and conversation. So he's strategic, he's sharp, and he's a real force in our trading space. So please welcome Ralph.
Thank you, Alan, and hello to everyone in the chat. I'm genuinely thrilled to be here. What excites me most about today is that we are going to unpack everything, not just what WeMasterTrade offer, but how traders can truly take advantage of each part of our system, from packages to promotions to scaling and profit sharing. If you have ever had questions or even doubts, today is the day to ask them.
And that's exactly what we're here for. Whether you're brand new to WeMasterTrade or you are already a part of our funded trader program, today live stream is going to give you the full picture, not just the highlight reel. And over the course of this session, we're going to walk you through what WeMasterTrade truly is, what we believe in, how our programs are designed, and why we are doing things differently from traditional brokers or platforms. And I want to also be clear at this point, because this isn't just about sale. This is, about understanding. We want you to know what you're signing up for and what kind of structure supports your journey and how you can use that structure to not just succeed, but scale.
And speaking of structures, we will begin by sharing the story behind WeMasterTrade, how we were formed as a funding project, not a broker, which is a very important distinction. Unlike brokers who profit from volume or loss, WeMasterTrade is built on the belief that your success is our success. We invest capital in traders, cover the risk for them, and share profits only when you do well. That's the foundation.
Exactly, and from that philosophy flow everything we offer, especially our trading packages, which will be discussed in detail. We'll explain the logic behind each one. What kind of trader they ever look at our packages and through which one is right for me? Today we will answer that.
And more than that, we'll also do a live comparison between packages. So we'll actually break down pricing to account size, maximum drawdowns, consistency rules, and even payouts side by side to help you make a fully informed decision. It's one thing to see number on the screen, but it's another thing to understand the intention behind them.
Right, and once you understand the packages, the next question is always how do I stay compliant while trading? So we will move naturally into discussing trading rules, which honestly is one of the most important parts of today's sessions. We will explain what the daily loss limit is, how it's calculated, why it includes both close and floating P&L, and how to avoid violating it, especially overnight. We will go into the maximum total loss, the consistency ratio, and we will even address common misunderstandings about trading sizing and risk per trade policies.
And we want to explain rules in isolation. We explain them in the context of live trading decision. I set some personal example of mistake I made when I first started trading under funded conditions. and how I adjust it, because rules are meant to restrict you, they protect you in the integrity of your Chrome.
And while we're on the topic of helping you succeed, we'll be also guiding you through our current promotion plan, including a limited time discount code, trader support campaigns, and capital opportunities, and how you can properly qualify and submit proof. So we have had some amazing responses to our promotions, but at the same time there is also some confusion. So we'll be showing you, exactly what to do step by step.
From there, we will transition into a discussion on our scale plan, which I personally think is one of the most underrated parts of WeMasterTrade offering. Many people don't realize this, but we have a structured growth pathway in place. If you perform well consistently, you don't just get payouts, you actually unlock higher capital tiers. It's not just about getting funded once, it's about evolving into a six-figure funded trader.
And speak of growth, one of the most powerful ways to build long-term income at WeMasterTrade is through our profit sharing model. This is the heart of what makes us different from broad firms. When you trade on a funded account and generate profit without breaking rules, we say that profit with you up to 90%, but there's more to it than just the percentage. We plan the full payout cycle, result, and timeline today.
Now, I know many of you watching today on Cis Traders, you are also educators, influencers, or people with large networks. That's why we're also taking time to explain our affiliate program, and we'll do it transparently. We'll walk you through how commissions are calculated, how referrals are tracked, and more importantly, what you need to qualify for payout, including a detailed explanation of the two-way referral rules and minimum funding conditions.
This is especially important because we want all our partners to feel confident and clear about their earnings. We have seen a huge growth in affiliate activity recently, and we want to ensure everyone is promoting responsibly, understanding the terms, and building long-term income streams.
So, as you can tell, this is not just a surface level live stream. We are diving into everything, packages, rules, promos, scale packs, profit sharing, and affiliate opportunity, all with one purpose in mind: helping you make the most informed, empowered, and confident decision possible.
And we want it to be interactive, not just informative. So if you have at any point, please drop it in the chat. More operators are watching, and we will answer as many questions like we can. Your voice matters.
And if you're watching this on replay, don't worry, we'll leave timestamps and summaries below, and you can always reach out to our team with any follow-up inquiries. Our support team is incredible, and they really care about having trader success.
So to wrap up this welcome, I'd like to say this. So WeMasterTrade is not just a platform, it's a commitment, a commitment to build real trader, to create fair, structures and scalable pathway for people around the world who are also serious about trading as a profession, not a game. So if you're here to grow, to understand and to take action, well, you're exactly where you need to be. So let's dive into the journey together. And let's begin. Once again, welcome to the WeMasterTrade live stream. And thank you once for being with us today. So before we dive into packages, trading rules, and promotional mechanics, so we want to take a moment to zoom out and offer you the full pictures of who WeMasterTrade really is, what we believe in, and why we're building this platform the way we have. Because when you're putting your trust and you're trading into the company, understanding its philosophy isn't just helpful, but it's essential. And so this segment is about origin, intentions, and impact. So it's about how WeMasterTrade began and what values underpin the forums and how those values translate into real tools and real outcomes for traders like you. And to work through that, I'm joined as always by two people who live and breathe these principles, honest and rough. So let's start at the beginning.
Thank Alan. To truly understand WeMasterTrade, you need to understand why it was created. Unlike many platforms or brokers that evolve from traditional financial institutions, WeMasterTrade were born with a purpose-driven mission to give capable traders access to capital, regardless of their background, location, or financial situation. We were founded in 2022 as part of WeMasterTrade Group, headquartered in Vancouver, Canada, while WeMasterTrade built name on signal sharing, investor network, and copy trading tech. WeMasterTrade was designed to serve a more focused vision to identify, support, and scale high potential traders, giving them a pathway to earn professionally without risking their out savings.
And it's important to note that WeMasterTrade is not a broker. That's not just a label, it's a fundamental difference. We don't profit from spreads or commissions. Our success is directly tied to the success of our traders. That's why everything we build, from our instant funding packages to our profit sharing model, is structured with alignment in mind. We take on the capital risk, we give you the roadmap, you bring the skill. But we also know that skill alone isn't enough, which is why one of our founding principles is education first. We don't want traders to blindly follow rules, we want them to understand the logic behind the structures. That's why we have invested heavily into WeMasterTrade Academy, a training ecosystem built to take you from beginner to consistently funded professional.
And Academy is something special, with courses ranging from introductory trading psychology all the way to advanced risk calibrations and multi-asset strategy design. So the WeMasterTrade Academy isn't just about theory, it's about implementation. So we have designed the curriculum to match a real-world trading environment within WeMasterTrade. So what you learn, you can apply directly to your funding account. And to ensure that its systems and content meet global standards, WeMasterTrade is proud to hold an ISO 2018 certification, which confirms that our educational products and trader development programs meet rigorous international criteria for quality, structure, and learner engagement.
That certificate is a big deal because it's a long-term commitment to developing traders, not just collecting fee in an industry where many platforms come and go. WeMasterTrade has positioned itself with real operational stability, compliance framework, and internal accountability. We're not here for a season, we're here to help build career.
And we have seen that commitment translate into real stories. If you visit our testimonial page, you will find traders from Nigeria, Vietnam, Canada, the Philippines, South Africa, all talking about how WeMasterTrade helped them not just earn more, but trade with purpose. They talk about passing challenges after years of struggling with retail brokers. They talk about finally being able to trade without the emotional burden of risking personal funds. We have students become full-time traders, we have women re-enter the finance world after career breaks, and we have young professionals from underbanked regions finally access the market with a funding account. That's the impact, and that's what drives us.
And it doesn't stop there. The WeMasterTrade ecosystem, is designed to grow with you. So for those who want to stay engaged and up to date, we maintain a regularly updated blog section where a team of experts and educators share weekly insights, trading psychology breakdowns, market reactions, and platform updates. So we believe that learning never ends, and we keep our trader informed. But let's also talk about culture. So what makes WeMasterTrade different isn't just the product offering, it's the community mindset. So we actively promote trader integrity, respectful competitions, and knowledge sharing. So whether you're in a Telegram group, watching a YouTube series, or engage with us on live support, you see that we'll actually listen.
And I speak honestly here, in many platforms, the trader is just a customer. At WeMasterTrade, the trader is a product, and your performance drives the business. Your voice sets the platform, and your consistency determines how far we can scale together. That mutual accountability is rare, and it's something we're proud of.
And if you have ever doubted whether this path is real, whether a trading career is truly within reach, I encourage you to read the testimonials. Take a look at our funded accounts and connect with people who have gone through the system. The stories are real, the capital is real, and the results speak for themselves.
So to summarize, WeMasterTrade is a capital allocator, a talent accelerator, and an education first trading institution. So we are here to challenge the status quo of trading access, to build systems that reward performance over promotions, and to create real scalable income opportunities for traders around the world, regardless of their starting point. So this is more than just a platform, it's a trading movement. And if you're ready to be a part of it, today LiveStream will show you everything you need to know. And thank you, Ernest and Ralph, for that deep and honest walkthrough coming up next. So we will going to take these foundations and connect it directly to our actual offering. So that means we'll be discussing all the different account packages available at WeMasterTrade, how they differ, who they're designed for, and what kind of results you can expect from each. Okay guys, so now that we have explored who WeMasterTrade is and the principle that we stand for, it's time to move into one of the most essential parts of this live stream, an in-depth discussions of our account packages. So this is where it all begins for most traders choosing the structures that best align with their goals, their style, and their current skill level. And when we say packages, we're not just talking about dollar figures, because we are talking about frameworks. You know, each package of WeMasterTrade represent a different pathway to a group, and today we walk you through all of them. You know, what they offer, how they're structured, and most importantly, who they're designed for.
Exactly, Aidan. At WeMasterTrade, we don't believe in a one-size-fits-all model. That's why we build two distinct product lines for traders: the challenge package and the instant funding package. Each line includes a variety of account size and configuration because we know that traders come with different strength, risk capacity, and timeline.
So let's begin with the challenge model, a true phase evaluation system built for traders who want to prove their skill before being allocated capital. It structures fair and has become the most popular route for new traders entering the WeMasterTrade ecosystem.
And in the challenge model, you begin with a similar account, and your goal is to meet the specific profit target while staying within restrict but reasonable risk parameter. There are 3 stages in total: phase 1, phase 2, and then the funded stage.
So take instant for our 10,000 challenge. So it's a great starting point for traders who want to minimize upfront costs while building a track record. So let's break it down phase by phase.
And in phase 1, you need to achieve an 8% profit target with a 800 without breaking a 5% daily loss or 10% overall loss limit. You have unlimited time to achieve this. That's a key difference from many platforms. We don't pressure you with deadline.
So once you pass phase 1, you will move to phase 2, where your profit target drops to 6%, that's $600. The risk rules remain the same, and here's something unique. In phase 2, you already start receiving a 30% profit share if you exceed the target.
And finally, one power phase are clear. You enter the funded account when you trade with real capital, have no profit target, and your profit share jump to 90%. That's one of the highest in an industry.
So this account is ideal for newer traders or experienced traders who want to start with lower pressure and learn the system. If you are still refining your strategies or want to get a feel for WeMasterTrade risk framework before scaling, this is the perfect package to begin with.
So now, suppose you are confident in their strategies and want to start with a larger account size, we actually offer 25,000, 50,000, and 100,000 challenge packages. The structures is similar, 2 phases, the same 5% dailies and 10% total loss limit, but the profit target scales proportionally.
For example, in the 50,000 challenge, you need to hit for 4,000 in phase 1 and 3,000 in phase 2. While the targets are higher, the level remains the same, 1 to 100, giving you room to adjust position sizing.
So the 25,000 to 100,000 challenges are ideal for traders with more capital management experience, especially those looking to eventually scale into larger funding accounts. If you have already passed all the prop challenges or held a strong verified trading history, this is a good step up.
So every challenge packet comes with a one-time fee. For example, just $45 for the 10K challenge. So this fee is going to be refundable once you become funded and meet minimum performance conditions. But what if things don't go your way? So you are eligible for a 30% reset discount to SoftBank. And what if you don't want to go through a challenge at all, but instead want to access real capital immediately and get paid purely on the result? Well, that's where instant funding packages come into play.
And this is where WeMasterTrade truly set itself apart. Our instant fund model is designed to give experienced discerning traders the chance to trade real capital from day one. No evaluation, no demo stages, just pure lead trading backed by a structured, fair and transparent system.
And what makes it ever more accessible is that you can choose from several different account types depending on your style, reference, and goal. Today, we're going to walk you through each of 5 main instant funding packages. It's standard 51010, 510 510 OBC, and customized. We'll compare the detail, but more importantly, we'll help you figure out which package is right for you.
So let me set the scene quickly. So all of our instant funding packages give you live trading access on day one. So that means no challenge phases, no evaluations. You pay once, follow the rules, and you're trading live capital. And every account, no matter size, includes no time limit, up to 90% profit share, scale plan to 1 million. And now, support for EAs, swing trades, Kaplan, and even HFT. So now let's go package by package, and as we go, owners and Rav, I want you to jump in with real advice who should actually choose which one and what kind of traders you think succeed with each.
Let's start with the standard package. I always describe this one as the best friend for trader who just want stability, and you're getting up to 200,000 in capital with a very manageable 4% daily lot limit and 6% overall lot limit.
So it's like that calm steady account that doesn't push you to overtrade, and with a profit split up to 90%, there's zero earning potential even if you are taking a slow and steady approach.
And what about commissions?
Competitive across the board, Forex at $4 per lot, gold at $4 per lot, Indy at $1, stock at just $0.07 per lot.
And everything is allowed: news trading, scalping, weekend holding, EAs, HFT, you name it.
So for the audience, if you're someone who trades regularly and understands your strategy, wants a full range of assets, and plans to play along the game, well, I believe if this is your sweet spot,
It's perfect for intermediate to advanced traders who already know their edge but don't want to stress with a target-based challenge. And if you have ever had an account blow due to unrealistic rules, you will find the standard model refreshingly fair.
And I always say it to swing trader, the 4 or 6% risk profile gives enough flexibility to hold multiple day positions, especially with weekend holding fully allowed.
alright, now moving up for gear, let's talk about the 5, 10, 10 package. So same capital ceiling up to 200,000, but now you get 5% daily loss and 110% overall limit. So why does that matter?
So that execution is massive for traders who scale into positions or take multiple entries per setup. You have got much room to breathe, especially in high volatility markets.
And the profit target here is also 10%, which align well with the risk window. Plus, you still get full support for scalping, EAs, new trading is very trader friendly.
So this is best for day traders, especially those trading assets like NASDAQ or gold that move fast. If you have got a tested intraday strategies and just need some risk premium, this is your package.
And also for trader who want structure but don't mind having that profit target, the clear milestone motivates some people, especially if they are payout oriented.
So here is a personal favorite, the 5-10-0. So get 5% dailies and 10% overall lots, but no profit target, none, zero.
And that's a blessing for high precision trader. You are no longer chasing a number, you just focus protecting equity and growing capital slowly and safely.
This one is loved by low frequency traders and snipers. If you enter 3 to 5 trades a week, this is your space. You are not penalized for patience, you are actually rewarded for it.
And veteran swing trader, risk conscious trader, people who prioritize consistency over speed. If that's true, choose right here.
And let's be honest, not everyone wants to hit target. Some just want to trade well and scale clearly. This is their home.
So now for the rule breakers, or rather those who don't want to be evaluated on how even the profits are, the 5-10-10 Note PC removes profit consistency tracking, right?
Exactly, same 5/10 risk profile, but you are not required to keep your profit growth smooth.
That said, trade copy are not allowed in this one, so it's for manual trader only, and you need to trade responsibly. But for accuracy trader who sometimes hit big spike, this is play.
So it's perfect for high risk, high reward traders or anyone who has issues with consistency rule at other firms. You trade how you want, just keep it inside the order box.
And last but not least, the customized packet. So this is WeMasterTrade saying, okay, you know what you need, let's build it together.
And you can adjust daily loss over the loss to your liking, plus you can fund up to 400,000 more any other account.
And it's premium, flexible, and comes with all trading style allowed, including EA's new trading, weekend holding, HFT, and more. So it's perfect for top-tier professionals as hedge fund traders, signal providers, high-volume traders, anyone with a very specific structure in mind. This package lets you build it.
And I always say, if you try other model and nothing quite fits, build your own proof spring with the customized that freedom is rare.
And to sum up, every instant funding package we offer comes with clear risk parameters, fair conditions, a deep market access, and real capital profit potential. So there are no limits in payout starts at least at 1 day in.
And no matter your strategy, scalping, swing, equal, or manual, there an account that aligns with you. The key is picking the right one now, so you can start building consistency from the start.
And if you have ever unsure, our team is available 24/7 to guide you. But the real secret, pick the account that fits your discipline, not your dreams. The right fit always outperforms the biggest promise.
So up next, we'll walk you through exactly how to protect your account, avoid breaches, and understand the keywords and constituents that power our entire platform. So now we're going to enter a short break, and after that we're going to continue guiding you through our trading rules. So, over traders, you've seen the packages. So now let's talk about the part today that makes or break your account. Well, that's right, it's time to dig into the trading rules and how to actually stay compliant once you're funded. Because let's be honest, okay, getting funded is exciting, but staying funded, well, I believe that's where the game really begins. And the number one reason traders lose their account, well, it comes out to one thing: the daily loss in it.
Yes, the dreaded daily loss is the one rule trader think they understand until it kicks them out of their account at 3:17 p.m. on a random Tuesday.
But here's the good news: when you don't understand how it really works, it become one of your best tools for risk control. So today, let's break it down from top to bottom.
Okay, so what is the daily loss limit, also called the maximum daily loss?
It's the maximum amount of loss you are allowed to incur in both floating and close trade on any single trading day. If your equity falls below that limit, even for at moment, your account is automatically closed.
And the key thing here is the daily loss is calculated from the higher of either your balance or your equity at the start of the trading days. That's a really important distinction, and it's what trips a lot of people up.
So let's work through a live example. So imagine at the start of day 5, your balance is 105,000. Your equity, however, is higher 107,000 because of open floating profit.
And if you're on a 4% daily loss limit, we calculate it of the high number at $107,000.
So 4% of 107,000 is around $4,000. That means your equity for the rest of the day can drop below 102,000, or boom, the account is gone.
Right, and I think it's important to point this out. The system isn't waiting for a close, it's actually real time. So even if your trade is floating lots and you haven't closed it yet, if your equity dips below a threshold, for even a second, well, that's it.
So now let's reverse it. Say it's the start of day 7, your balance is 100,000 but your equity is 99,000 because you open trades are slightly in loss.
Since balance is higher, we pay 4% on initial balance, so 4,000.
So now your equity most days above 96,000 throughout the day. If it drops to 95,999, so auto liquidation kicks in, no warning and no margin call.
So what happens if you break it? The system will send a market order to close on trades. Everything liquidates, your account is disabled, and you can't trade again unless you purchase a new package.
And here the kicker: the auto close happens when the system detects the red zone will cross it. But due to market fluctuation, your final P&L might look worse than the actual red zone. That's because the system accrues the closer based on price limit at the time of liquidation.
So even if you only intended to take like a 3,900 loss, once these pages spike in gold or Nasdaq until it's at 4,200, so that's what we don't say. Don't ride the edge.
So alright, let's talk about how to avoid violating this rule, because this is where the pro mindset kicks in.
First tip, know your buffer. Never plan trade to take you up to your limit. Leave at least 10 to 50% room below that amount loss, especially in volatile market.
Tip 2, check your equity, not your balance. I can't stress this enough. Most traders stare at their balance all day, but if your floating loss is dragging your equity, you are heading toward a violation.
So tip 3 is a dashboard or a tracker. So inside WeMasterTrade, we provide risk dashboard that show your live loss status. So use them, check them, don't rely on your memory.
And also post trading after a big loss early in the day. If you lost 3% in the first hour of London session, maybe it's time to stop and reflect, not try to reserve, trade your way back up.
Another big one, trade smaller during news hours. If you are trading gold during NIB with full loss size, you are practically begging to break the daily loss rule, cut position size and ride post volatility.
And I think this is actually really important. So what are the top rookie mistakes you see when it comes to daily loss?
Number one, over leveraging trader opening position that 5, 6 or 7% of their account, thinking they close quickly, but if the trade turn red fast, it's really too late.
Number two, holding overnight without checking exposures. If you hold 3 trades overnight and wake up to a 60 pip gap, the daily loss could be hit before you even open your eyes.
And the third, well, assuming that cloak trades are all that matter, well, they're not. Remember, equity includes both floatings and cloak position, so the total equity line is your score.
And I always say this to new trader: the daily loss rule isn't your enemy. This your account error. It's designed to protect you from doing something irreversible.
Exactly, it forces discipline. You can be aggressive, but only within the box. And if you learn to trade inside the box, you will last longer than 90% of the market.
And one last note, so this isn't just about rules, it's about what. So WeMasterTrade funds here because we trust that you manage risk responsibly, so the daily loss is there to protect that trust on both sides. So welcome back, trader. In the previous segment, we actually have covered the daily loss rule. And if you haven't already clicked that one, well, you're missing. But now we move on from the daily boundary to the absolute boundary. So I'm talking about the maximum loss rule, also known as your account stop loss, the line that can't be crossed, not just for the day, but for the entire life of your trading account.
And this is where a lot of traders misunderstand how the rule works. They think, well, I didn't hit my daily limit, so I'm fine. But then a week later, they chip it away their account and suddenly liquidation.
The max loss rule is the last safety net. If the daily loss is your daily seatbelt, then max loss is your airbag. If the limit is hit, it means the account is deemed unsalvageable under your current trajectory and is closed immediately.
So what exactly is the max loss rule? So let's define simply, if they talk to maximum amount you're allowed to lose across all trades, so for the entire life of your account, if your equity, that is your real-time capitals including open trades at the trough below a certain percentage of your starting balance, your account is gone, period.
And unlike the daily loss, which reset every day, this one doesn't reset. It accumulates. You can lose through one day, 3% the next. And if your total loss across the line, that's it.
And the percentage limit depends on your package. It's typically either 6% or 10% of your initial balance, not your equity, not your profit, but the original bar number you started with.
So let's work through a live example. So suppose you have an instant funding account with an initial balance of 50,000 and your max loss is 6%, which is 3,000.
And that means your equity can never go below 47,000 ever, doesn't matter. If you make 1,000 yesterday, the total loss from your high point back down to that threshold, it won't matter.
And remember, this rule includes both closed losses and floating losses. So if you have lost 2,000 in closed trade and you have another 1,200 floating in red, your equity is now at 46,800 and that's below the limit. Account is closed.
And just to be clear, it's not just about the net gain or loss of crop trades, it's about where your equity stands in real time relative to that stop loss for.
And here where it gets interesting, little trickery. Let's say your account grew to 51,000, congrats, you in profit.
But your max loss limit is still based on your original 50,000 starting balance. So if your limit is 6%, the threshold is still 47,000. And what changes is how much room you have to fund before you hit it.
Exactly, so now you have 4,000 in total buffer because 51,000 minus 47,000 equals 4,000. So your profits give you cushion, but the fall never moves.
So what happens when you break it? Once your equity drops below that maximum loss threshold, even by a few dollars, auto liquidation triggers, on trades are closed immediately at marketplace.
And again, like with the daily loss, if the volatility of our slipback, your account might close out below that line. That trade execution reality.
And most importantly, once it reach, as a card is permanently disabled, so you actually need to purchase a new package if you want to continue trading, no reset and no rollbacks.
So alright, so let's get practical. How do you actually trade inside this room without constantly worrying about it?
Okay, first, track your total close losses every day. You should always know how close you are to mark the mark loss floor. Don't wait the dashboard warning, calculate it manually.
Second, use your profits as protections, not permissions. Don't treat floating profit as a green light to increase risk. Instead, consider locking in gains by reducing lot size when you are ahead.
So third, manage your floating plots aggressively. If neither positive overall, a single trade with port stop placement can take it from safety to shut down in a few minutes.
4. Stay cool when you close. If you down 5% out of your 6% limit, that is not the time to double down. That's the time to step away, power and rethink your entry.
So, some common mistakes that trigger mass loss. The biggest mistake is underestimating floating drawdown. Traders close 3 loser and thinks, okay, I still got room, but they forget about the 4 trade floating minus 1800.
Second, trader who trade recovery after a bad day, they lose 4% in one day, come back swing the next day thinking, well, they make it back, and instead take another 2%, boom, violation.
So third, and this one hurts, ignoring slippage during major needs. So even with a tight stop, new cancel can get you straight through your limit.
The mark loss rule is there for a reason. It's not there to punish you, it's there to protect you from yourself. Every successful trader I know see their stop loss, whether personal or institutional, at non-negotiable boundary.
Right. It's a reality check. If you are consistently pushing up against your mass loss, the problem isn't the rule, the problem is your system or your psychology.
And at WeMasterTrade, we're not just given capital, we are teaching structures, and the math loss through it's more separate campus from professionals. So remember, your math loss is a percentage of your starting balance, typically 6% or 10%. It's calculated using equity, not balance, and it includes both close and floating losses. And once breached, your account is gone. So coming up next, we'll be exploring the consistency rules and why steady profit matter more than big spike when it comes to growing, scaling, and getting paid.
So if you have ever made 5,000 in one day, then made 200 the next 4 days and wonder why your payout got flat, this next segment is for you.
Let's try into reason of profitability and how to stay consistency on the WeMasterTrade model.
So we have talked about the daily lot limit, and we've just covered the maximum loss through, 2 pillars of protecting your capital. But now it's time to shift gears just a little and talk about not risk, but about result. Because one of the things is not just about staying alive in the game. At WeMasterTrade, we want to see trader grow, scale, and can actually earn. And to do that, you need more than just a winning day. You need something called profit consistency.
This rule right here, the profit consistency rule, is what separate the lucky spy from a reliable trader. It tells us whether you can make money over time or if you're hoping to hit one big winner and roll the dice.
And more importantly, it's also how we evaluate if a trader is eligible for withdrawal, drop sharing, and even scale up. So if you're funded and you're wondering why your payout didn't go through, this rule could be the reason.
So let's define it clearly. So the profit consistency rules is a measure of how even your profits are from day to day. The more balanced your profit, the lower your ratio. So the less consistent, meaning you have one giant profit day and then smaller or losing day, the higher your ratio.
And the idea is simple. If 80% of your total profit come from one day, that's not consistency, that look or risk. What we want to see the trader who make profit after the profit day after day, even if it's small, that's what we can scale.
So how is it calculated? The formula is really straightforward. Take your best trading day's profit and divide by your overall profit since you started the account, then multiply by 100.
So the best day divided by the total profit and multiply 100 equals your profit consistency.
And just to be clear, bad day refer to your high close profit in a single calendar day, and total profit is the sum of all your close profits minus any close losses or open losses across the life of account.
Let's say you have had the following result over 5 trading days. Day 1, $100. Day 2, $200. Day 3, minus 50. Day 4, $100. And day 5, $60.
That means your total net profit across 5 days is 100 plus 200 minus 50 plus 100 plus 60 equal to $4,010.
Okay, and your best day was day 2, and that's $200 in profit.
So now we apply the formula to $100 divided by 410 equal to 0.4878. Multiply that by 100 and you get a profit consistency ratio of 48.78%.
And now let's say your account requires 20% profit consistency with e-commerce. This trader is way above that, so they couldn't qualify for a payout yet.
So even though this trader is profitable, they're not consistent enough. So they had one big day that made almost half of their total profit, and that's not sustainable. That's what we're looking at here.
And this is where I really want to speak to trader. If you're relying on one or two big days to carry your entry account, that's not professionally. That's not professional trading. That volatility, you can get lucky, but you're going to stay funded.
And remember, it's not just about your payout this week. WeMasterTrade evaluate your consistency over time. Traders who show long-term balance are the one who get scale up, who get features, who get trusted with more capital.
Alright, so let's address the number. What's an acceptable profit consistency ratio?
Well, typically the rule is set at 20%. That means your best day should not exceed 20% of your overall profit. So let's say you are over the limit, don't panic. You are not disqualified, you just need to keep trading and even out the curve.
And here how to do that. Trade smaller size for a few days. Take smaller control wins for 200 or 300 days. Avoid big swing trader that could buy your ratio again. Spread profit across multiple days, not monthly setup.
So for those who are using EA to monitor equity curve, if your EA is going profits heavily into one day, you might need to rebalance it. The bot might be profitable, but it won't pass us through unless it's in favor with payout logic in mind.
So, some common mistakes to avoid. Mistake number one, traders hitting target early, then taking the rest of the week up. That inflates your best day and leave the rest of your curve flat.
Mistake 2, over trading after a big day, thinking I'm safe now and trying to squeeze the most instead of averaging out that high ratio.
And mistake number 3, I think this route is just a hodl. It's not. It's a reflection of what we actually looking in for our master trader.
And at the end of the day, this isn't about controlling you, it's about build habit that can handle scale. If you can be consistent with 25,000, what happens when we give you 100,000 or more?
Exactly, consistency is what made you safe to invest in. At WeMasterTrade, we fund traders, but we also study them. This rule tells us whether you are serious about long-term trading.
And we're seeing it in time and time again. The trader who respects this route, they're the one who get multiple payouts, referrals, and grow into six-figure from their accounts.
So don't fear the rules, understand it and use it as a feedback tool. If your ratio is too high, great, that means you got profit. Now keep going and balance it out.
And remember, you don't need to calculate manually. WeMasterTrade dashboard calculate profit consistency ratio automatically. You can check it anytime under your statistics tab.
So to recap, this route is about balance and not volume. Aim to keep your best target at 20% of your total profit and spread your win across multiple sessions and monitor your progress in the dashboard. Okay, so now we have covered all of the rules, trading most important trading rules that we WeMasterTrade, and next up we are going to enter the news analysis of today's economic calendar.
So hello everyone, welcome back to today's market update. It's Tuesday, September 9th, and we got a very active economic calendar. So let's go through the key events together. First of all, we started the day with data from the US at 2 a.m. Consumer credit month over month came in at 16 billion, well above the forecast of 10.4 billion and last month's 6.6 billion, 9.6 billion. This shows strong consumer borrowing, which can support spending but also raises concern about rising household debt levels. Moving to New Zealand at 5:45 a.m., manufacturing sales fell by 3.0%, a sharp drop compared to the previous plus 4.8%. That's a clear negative for the New Zealand dollar and signals weakness in the New Zealand industrial sector. Then the UK released its PLC retail sales monitors at 6:1 a.m. and the number was solid, 2.9%, beating both the forecast of 2% and the last month of 1.8%. This suggests British consumer demand remains resilient, which is supportive for the pound. Over in Japan at 6:50 a.m., month-to-month stocks show 1.3%, slightly better than forecast. Later at 12:58 p.m., the big surprise came from premium machine tool orders, which jumped to 8.1% versus the previous 3.6%. That's a strong sign of industrial demand and a positive indicator for Japan's manufacturing outlook. For Australia, data, however, was weaker. At 7:18 a.m., Westpac consumer sentiment dropped -3.1%, reversing from last month 5.7%. Then at 8 a.m., NAB business confidence fell to 4, down from 8. This decline reflects weaker confidence from both households and businesses, putting pressure on the Aussie dollar. From Europe at 1:45 p.m., French industrial production slipped at -1.1%, while slightly better than the forecast of -1.4%. It's still a big fall compared to the previous strong 3.7%, and this indicates showing momentum in the Eurozone's second largest economy. Traders also look to China, where the tentative releases include new loans expected at 700 billion, compared to last month's contraction of minus 50 billion and actual money supply forecast at 8.7 billion after 8.8%. Previously, these numbers are key for credit growth and liquidity, and quickness could weigh on GNY and global risk sentiment. Later in the day at 5 p.m., the U.S. reported the NFP-IB Small Business Index at 100.5, slightly higher than last month's 100.3, showing stable optimism among small businesses. Finally, we also have speeches from central bank official German Bureau President Nagel at 6:30 p.m., followed by SNB Chairman Schlegel at 6:50 p.m. Their remark on inflation or monetary policy could create volatility for the euro and Swiss franc. To summarize today's picture, the US dollar was supported by strong credit data. The NZD fell up after poor manufacturing numbers. The GBP got a push from stronger retail sales. The GBY strengthened on robust machine tools order. AUD weakened on disappointing sentiment data. The euro stayed mixed with industrial output in decline, and China's loan and money supply data remain critical for market directions. That's the wrap for today's economic highlight. Stay sharp, trade safe, and watch out for central bank's commentary later in the next section.
Okay, so thank you for such an in-depth analysis of today's news calendar. And looking at the comment sections right now, I've seen that there are many clients in here asking questions about, the platform, and there are also someone asking about some technical issues here. So I suggest that for these issues and for this question, you can actually chat with us directly on the live chat support on our team, and our team will actually try our best and try as fast as possible to respond to your question and get your result in time. Okay, so I repeat, if you have any question or you want to further check in your terminations or account violations of WeMasterTrade, you can directly chat with us via the live chat or send a email to support@wemastertrade.com. So, okay, and now thank you all for joining us for today. So we hope that this session has been informative and we are as excited about the opportunities here at WeMasterTrade as we are. So remember to subscribe, and share this live stream with those who might be benefiting from it. And don't forget to follow us on our social media platform for more updates, promotions, and training tips. So stay tuned for our upcoming events, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Until next time, happy trading.